All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to be covering another brand that was able to generate over $3 million in just an 8 month period. And I'm going to go through the entire funnel from how they were able to go ahead and scale the brand, who they're targeting, where they're targeting, the traffic sources, and what products they are promoting in order to get to a point where they're able to scale and reach their target market in a very effective way. Alongside that, I'll also go through the email marketing strategy and the website optimization. So make sure you watch to the end. And again, if you need help with scaling your brand, maybe you're just starting out and you need help with sort of getting the ball rolling, or maybe you're already generating some revenue already and you need some guidance on how to go ahead and scale, increase your revenues, and be able to do that with your team, then you can go ahead and book in a call below where you can book a call with me one-on-one, and I'll go through solutions and also the problems that you're facing and pretty much get started from there. But you can see here that I help brands out in terms of scaling. For example, this brand, 64K in a month, $385,000 in a month, 70K in a month, and using a system such as this one, which I'm going to go through in this video. So make sure you watch till the end. And in terms of the brand that is being covered here, it's called Con Brunet, and they are pretty much a sex positivity brand. As you can see here, they are promoting t-shirts, but the theme of it is very kind of LGBT or positive in that direction. So as you can see, it says Connor Balente is a free and independent Paris-based brand established in 2014, focusing on the relation between sex and positivity, right? And they are generating $3 million in just an 8 month period. So I'm going to go through exactly how they're able to do that. In terms of the sort of traffic that they're bringing to the website, you can see here that they are going ahead and generating upwards of 20 to 30 monthly website visitors, which is a good amount in order to go ahead and scale to 3 million per year in revenue. So you actually don't need a lot of people to come to the website in order for you to go ahead and generate the revenue that you want to regenerate. It's just a case of making sure that you're targeting effectively and being able to convert those people who are coming to the website with a very optimized landing pages, right? And also nurturing it in the back end. But you can see here, they have a bounce rate of 40%. Now, 40% is a decent number. It's around the average range. If it's anywhere above 50%, then you should be worried, because that effectively means that a lot of people, the majority of people, are going ahead and leaving the website after just seeing one page. So you ultimately don't want that. What you want is you want people to go ahead and see multiple pages so that they can go ahead and get acquainted with the products, get acquainted with the brand, and enter the consideration phase where they can eventually enter the conversion phase and go ahead and purchase, right? So that's what we see. And ideally, you want this to be as low as possible. In terms of the pages per visitor, we can see is 4.58 pages, which is the average number. And that means that some people are visiting over 10 pages, 8 pages, and then you got some people visiting just one page or 2 pages. So it averages out to be around 4.5 pages. So this is a good number because it means that the average person is seeing 4 pages. So they're getting a good idea of what the brand is promoting. They're most likely browsing the products and seeing the details of the items, and they are getting closer to making a decision on whether or not they want to purchase the product, right? So that's good. And then in terms of the visit duration, we can see here that they have 1 minute and 53 seconds. So that's also a good number because it's indicating that people are spending almost 2 minutes on average on the website, which means some people are spending a lot more than that. And then the people who are bouncing, they're spending less than a minute. So you definitely want this to be as high as possible. And the way you do that is you make sure you're targeting the right people. And like I mentioned, make sure your website is actually engaging and keeping people there to go ahead and view the products. So that's what we see. So this is definitely something you need to take into account. In terms of the geography, we can see here that they are promoting the United States, France, United Kingdom. They are a French brand. So it's no surprise that they will be targeting France because they'll have a good understanding of the market. And also they will be able to have good logistics there as well. But they are targeting the United States because the United States has a lot of customers there who'll be interested in Carne Belente's products. And so they also have a lot of dispensable income, and they like to shop online. So it makes a no-brainer to go ahead and try and enter that market. They also target the United Kingdom, which is similar in some regards to the US, and also close proximity to France. So that's another reason as well. And then Germany and Italy. So they target the major European countries. And again, they have close proximity to these countries. And that is what's going to help them to enter the market as well. So that's what they're doing. Now, in your case, you just want to focus on one country at a time, especially if you're just starting out, because if you're targeting the major countries or the English speaking countries, then you don't need to go ahead and expand to 4 countries when you haven't even captured one area yet, right? There's a lot of potential for you to scale in one country. And then at a certain point, you can go ahead and expand out to other countries as well. Because if you go ahead and spread yourself too thin, then it's going to have negative impacts on your profitability, right? And your efficiency. So you definitely want to stick to one country at a time. But you can see here, they are exploring multiple areas and they are doing $3 million as a result from it. And then in terms of traffic sources, they are targeting pretty much, again, the traffic sources from direct and search. So when it comes to search, this will predominantly be organic search. Some brands do paid search, but from what I saw, I don't see a lot of paid search from Carne Valente. So they are generating a lot of traffic from organic and then from direct. Now, direct involves people going ahead and going to the website through the browser, right? So they're going ahead and typing in the brand URL, carnevalente.com, in their browser, and they just go ahead straight to the website from there. They don't have to search for it. But direct traffic can also include search traffic, social traffic, and referrals as well. And that is basically traffic that hasn't been tracked. So it would just automatically be assigned to direct. So that is what we see on desktop. On mobile, you can expect this to be a different story because usually social is a lot higher on mobile because, as you can imagine, a lot of people use social on their mobile, which includes Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, and so on, right? So this can easily be 30, 40% for social. So that is what you can expect on mobile. And in terms of how you can find suppliers, you can go ahead and find suppliers on Alibaba. It's very simple. For example, here are an example of denim jackets on Alibaba. And essentially, it's like a search engine for these or for any products that you want to look for. In this case, I've gone ahead and showed denim jackets, and you can see there's already a lot of listings here, right? There's 20,000 products from global suppliers for denim jacket. So you can imagine there's a lot of them, but obviously you want to go ahead and filter down, and you filter by verified supplier. You go and filter by Alibaba guaranteed. This is so that you can be safeguarded if anything goes wrong, and you are not going to receive any downside from any problems that happens on their side, right? So that's what you want to filter by. You can also filter by other things as well, such as the country, but I wouldn't really do that. I just want to see, or you would want to see all the products that meet just the basic criteria, and then you can filter down by yourself just by looking at the product and stuff. But you can also filter by MOQ. That's also a very important one because you want to go ahead and make sure that you're not buying in bulk straight away. Or if you're doing a drop model, then you don't have to buy in bulk. You can just do pre-orders. But if you're doing the not traditional method, then you can go ahead and buy small pieces and see how that does, or do a small run and see how that goes. But again, I help brands out with that if they have difficulties with that. So definitely go ahead and book a call below or DM me on Instagram and I'll get back to you on that. But yes, that's what can be done. And you can see there's a variety of different things here. So this is the best way in order to find cost-effective products that is high quality as well. And then you can go to the product page and go ahead and start order request, or you could go ahead to the actual supplier page and look at what they have to offer there as well. So that's just another way of looking, but I believe the former method is a good way of finding the products that you actually want. And then in terms of the marketing, we can see here that they are running meta ads. This is a part of their strategy in order to get Jim to 3 million per year. You can see they have a variety and is on theme. They are going ahead and sticking to their brand story and going ahead and promoting the positivity or sex positivity, right? So you can see it says last chance final reductions. They have a static ad here. It says bear it all with Carne Valente. They have it in bold here, last chance, very colorful. And it's part of their brand colors as well. So it makes them stand out and differentiate themselves from their competitors. Final reduction, 60% off. And then it also talks about the ad copy as well. So that's something that can also help with maximizing the click-through rates and conversions as well. So people who will be interested in this will most likely like reductions, sales, so on and so forth. So it's a good way to bring people in and generate revenue off of that. And they've gone ahead and showcased scarcity. Very important that that's done as well. So that's what they've gone ahead and done. And then they've gone ahead and used a different copy here. Or pretty much the same copy, slightly different, but the same messaging. They've gone ahead and used a different model wearing their products. They've placed the text in different positions compared to this one. So they are testing this out, and you can see it's a video ad, right? So it's like a slideshow where they showcase the model wearing a product. So this is something that they're testing out, and it's definitely working for them, right? So that's something that you can do. But yeah, in terms of the actual next ad, you can see they've done another video. They have their pink background, which is kind of now a staple for them, right? It's like part of their branding, which is very good. And then they also promote their 60% off. So these are just 3 different ads, but they look very different, but they all promote the same offer, 60% off. They all have different messaging in there. They all have very similar copy, as you can see. But all in all, they're all directing them to the sales page where they can go ahead and purchase from the sale, right? And that's what they're doing. And this is something that you want to test as well when you want to be doing your creative diversity, is by going ahead and making multiple creatives, ensuring that you're getting a lot of the ideas from competitors or from your own inspiration. But the whole purpose is that you want to go ahead and see what resonates with the target market, because not every single creative that you put out there is going to resonate with the market. So it's just a case of volume and go ahead and see, okay, I have 10 ads here, which of the 2 are going ahead and perform the best? And if those top 2 perform the best, then you can go ahead and start iterating off of those and then going ahead and scaling that way. So that's effectively what they're doing here. Now, some of like these ads, they won't all perform the same. Some of them will perform better than others. So that's what they're looking for. They can see in the back end. And again, I help brands out with this if they're having struggle or problems being able to go ahead and scale. Like I've mentioned, I've been able to help brands scale past pretty much 70, 60K with a very similar method. So you definitely want to go ahead and look into that via my link below. In terms of organic, because they are doing organic, you can see here that they have their Instagram account. They have over 138,000 followers, and they post a variety of high quality content, right? You can see they have over 1,400 posts. So they know what they're doing. They want to go ahead and post good quality content at scale. And that's what's going to drive engagement. That's what's actually going to get people to follow them, because there's no point posting shitty content, right, and expecting people to follow you. Like, that's not the world that we live in. You are competing with other brands who are posting world-class content that's very high quality, that actually evokes emotion or communicates the product in a great way and in its best light. So these are brands you're competing with. And so you need to go ahead and make high quality content, right? So you can see examples here. Like you have One Night Stand launch on 9/30, have the model wearing the product, and they have the brand name in the middle here. And they already got a good amount of likes. So that's one example. Here's another example. They have another model or content creator wearing their product. And again, it has a theme behind it because they are a sex positivity brand. There's a meaning behind it, which is what's driving engagement. They also paired up with an influencer as well. So that also plays a role in them being able to go ahead and generate attention, because that's the whole purpose of doing the post, right? You want to generate attention. What's the easiest way to do that is by, as you can see here, collaborating with influencers who have a large influence, a following, and then going ahead and collaborating and creating content with them. And that way, you're going to be able to generate a lot of attention, a lot of views, a lot of engagement as well. So that's what they've gone ahead and done as well. And in terms of TikTok, because they're on TikTok as well, you can see here that they have over 1,600 followers and over 300,000 likes. So they are getting a lot of engagement. You can see they have one video that gets a million views, right? 100K views, so on and so forth. And that's what is driving them to be able to generate traffic and generate followers as well. So you definitely want to be posted on TikTok, especially if you're in the fashion, health, and beauty space, because a lot of your target market is on there. And there's always a large demand for people on that platform to see high quality or good quality content from your brand, right? So you definitely want to be doing that. And you can see some examples. They have sort of like lifestyle types of TikToks, just showcasing their branding, their products, and also like their sort of brand messaging, as you can see here. And then they have also another video here where they have the models wearing their products and the brand logo here in the middle as well. So this is a video, and they are walking in Paris. So that's alongside with their sort of brand origins, right? They are Parisian brand, so they are going to go ahead and create content there, and it makes it a lot easier for them to do that. And let's say that you're a brand and you want to create content, you can also create content in your local area if it makes it much easier for you to create content at scale and high frequency. So that's something that you want to consider. But yeah, you want to be posted on TikTok. And again, I help brands out with this because TikTok is a very trend-based platform. You need to do it correctly. And you don't just post content on there and then expect to go viral. You need to have a good strategy behind that and a good understanding of the platform and the mechanics of it. So again, go ahead and DM me on Instagram, and I can go ahead and potentially see if you're a good fit. So that's that. And then once traffic from organic and the paid marketing enters the website, they'll be greeted with the emails, right? So you can see here, they have their email where they say, join our community. So it says, sign up to our newsletter and receive 10% off, right? Coupon, latest updates, off drops, special events, and early access to sales. So they make it very simple for you to go ahead and give you information. Ideally, they would just offer the field to just enter your email. But you can see here, they've gone ahead and added more information, which can create more friction, and this can lower the opt-in rates, because if the website visitors has to enter in more information in order to sign up, then that will discourage some people, right, from going ahead and signing up. So ideally, you just want the email, but they've gone ahead and asked for their first name, last name, birthday, and gender. So they've gone ahead and asked for the information. I don't know their metrics, but I can imagine that is not too bad, right? And then once people opt in, they'll go ahead and see the homepage. Then you can see that they are promoting free shipping. There's a promo in the 60% off sale, and they are promoting other collaborations, like their collaboration with Zalando. So they've clearly shown that when people go ahead and visit the homepage, they can clearly see, okay, there's a sale and there's a collaboration. So they can go and easily click on any of these two, and that's going to help maximize conversions as well, because it's making it easier for people to go ahead and see the products. And if it's easier for them to do it, then it's easier for them to buy ultimately. Then they go ahead and showcase the highlights, so products that is potentially their new arrivals or bestsellers. So that's another way to get people straight to the product page. So that's what they've gone ahead and done, and that's something that you can do too, right? And here they have emails as well, right? So in terms of their emails, let's say that you want to do a drop and you want to go ahead and promote the drop. Let's say you have your emails now or your SMS messages, and now you're going ahead and hyping up for the drop, or you already dropped and you want to send out more emails. Then this is sort of like an example. So Carne Valente, it says only 24 hours left of 20% off. So they've added scarcity. They've gone ahead and said, if you want to go ahead and get 20% off, you need to buy within the next 24 hours. So this will cause a lot of people to become urgent. And they said the last reminder to our code and enjoy 20% off your favorite pieces, right? They give the code here for people to go ahead and enter in at checkout. So it says, and they give a disclaimer here as well. And it says, take me here, which is call to action for people to go ahead and visit the website. They showcase the products, as you can see here, very clearly, so that people have an understanding of what they can buy, right? And it can go straight to the product page just by clicking on these. So you're increasing the conversion rates that way. And it says shop now. And then we have, we are a French brand making kinky clothes about so-called positivity, or SEX, positivity and inclusivity. And that is definitely introducing the brand again, right? So that people understand, okay, this is what the brand has to offer. And you can see here, they promote their clothes again, and people can go ahead straight to the product page and buy just by looking at the product. So very effective email. And that's something that you want to copy as well. And again, a lot of brands still fuck up their emails. They don't do it correctly, and they just end up having bad results from emails. They end up getting only a percentage, very tiny percentage of their revenue from emails, when they should be getting probably between, or definitely around 20 to 30% of their total revenue, right? There's some brands that are doing 50% of their total revenue from email. So you should be going in that direction as well, because email is effectively free marketing. All you need to do is just collect their emails, and then you can remarket to these people until they unsubscribe, which is going to be, for most people, never, right? So this is something that you want to go ahead and make sure you nail down. And again, I help brands out with this. If you need help with that, which you most likely do if you're watching this, then go ahead and DM me on Instagram, and I can see whether or not that is suitable, right? My consulting program. So make sure you do that. And in terms of the homepage, you can see here, or the product page, you can see that once people go ahead from the email to the website, they'll go to the product page where they can see the product on a gray background, which is very good because it's very clear and gives people a good impression of what they are going to buy. They are promoting their free shipping worldwide on all orders. And then they obviously have the sale, where they have the sizing, the colors, and they have the add to cart button. So they have all of this, and then they have details, as you can expect, for a fashion brand. And they go ahead and add in information about composition, care, size guide as well. It's a very short page. Don't go ahead and provide product recommendations. So that's another thing that you can go ahead and add, because in my previous videos, I said, oh, you need to add product recommendations in order to go ahead and increase your average order value and make sure that you're increasing profits per order, right? Because that's usually the easiest way to go ahead and scale, because what a lot of brands do is that they don't go ahead and try and upsell people who are going to purchase on other items, because what you find is that you increase your revenues by 30% that way as well. Your average order value can go up by 30, 40, 50%. And that is going to be life and death for the business. So that's what you want to do. And again, you can view my other videos for more information about that. But that's where we've gone for this case. This can help increase conversion rates if it's a shorter page, because it means there's less things for people to go ahead and do on the site apart from add to cart. So that's something that you want to split test, but I'd still recommend that you have product recommendations. And then on the cart page, they'll just go ahead and check out, right? There's nothing much else for them to do here. And that's pretty much how they are generating $3 million, and how you can go ahead and pretty much scale your brand to the next level as well. So if you need help, which you most likely do if you're at this point, then you can go ahead and book in a call below, which I highly recommend. And we'll go through your current problems with your brand, whether you're just starting out or whether you want to scale, right? Whether you're at 20, 30, 40, 50K a month and you want to scale to 100, 200, 300K a month, then again, you can go ahead and DM me on Instagram or book a call below, and I will see what can be done in terms of solving your problems, because I pretty much provide consulting and guidance on all that you see here, from the creative in terms of the content for ads or organic, and then organic marketing strategies itself, the ad strategies itself, or meta ads, Instagram boost if you're doing a drop model. Also, website optimization, which is very important if you want to go ahead and maximize your conversion rates, and be able to scale with the same amount of traffic. And then email and SMS, again, I provide guidance on that, whether you're doing a drop or whether you're just doing a traditional store where you keep it on, or you keep it active all the time, available to the public all the time. So I provide all consulting and guidance on this, right? So definitely want to go ahead and DM me or book a call. But if you haven't watched my other videos, you can do so now, where you can watch this other brand that was able to generate a good amount of revenue with a similar method, and how you can go ahead and replicate the same thing for your brand too. So see you there.